Kristen, let's do it, baby! Welcome to everybody on the live stream here. We've got the championship game between Pine Ridge and St. Francis Xavier in the early going, 5-3 here as a charge is called on Xavier. Let me introduce my co-pilot, co-host, the color commentator of all color commentators.
Ahoy, hoy, you're too gracious, man.
Elias Spate. Elias, talk to me about these teams.
Man, Pine Ridge has been dominant, to say the least, in this event here. I mean, a close matchup in the semifinal with St. Mike's. St. Mike's just exited with a 4th place finish, and Cathedral picking up 3rd from Hamilton. This matchup here, I think Pine Ridge has a little bit more pedigree, has played a little bit more better teams throughout the season to test them for this moment. However, Xavier, and this is the part that's going to be tricky. Xavier is playing without Justice Salmon, who has kind of a strain in his back, or a soreness in his lower back that is not going to allow him to be productive here. They got to roll without him. It's going to be a tough one for these guys.
Before the game started, I spoke to Mike McKenzie, and he told me that they had some work done on that sore back for Justice. He felt good. I saw him in the... They expect him to play. I saw him in the warm-up. He was a little tense, so we'll see what he's able to do inside here as Xavier gets a nice bucket inside from Mark Visoko. They're up 7-3 early on Pine Ridge. Mateus Case misses the 3. Ball eventually makes its way over to number 14, Daryl McLaughlin Pereira.
And Pereira plays with his heart on his sleeve. We saw him get super energized off the bench, and then we saw him almost pick up technicals for his team. So he has to make sure that in this game his emotions stay in check and stay focused on the task at hand.
Nathaniel Brown with the answer. The 3 falls for the Xavier point guard, who has had a great OFSAA and overall season.
Averaging over 20 points a game is Nathaniel Brown. Can get it done from pretty much anywhere on the floor. He's got a great breakdown ability and a lot of moves in his arsenal.
Case takes the jumper, no good. Dennis, who was absolutely huge against Cathedral, comes up with the rebound. In the absence of Salmon, of Justice, Dennis is going to have a much higher workload as he gets in with the floater there. Basket counts for Shaq Price. And he'll take a free throw here for Pine Ridge, who come in as the number 1 seed, Xavier the number 2, showing that there wasn't much upsets here at OFSAA.
They got a good officiating crew on the floor right now. A Peel representative and a Windsor representative who also does youth sports. This is definitely the crew that you want reffing this game.
And in a finals matchup, it's tough because there's so many factors. The refereeing is definitely one that they thought through. Nathaniel Brown with the Thank you very much. No look assist inside. And that's an and one finish.
Covering number 5 on Xavier and 11 on White.
Back to the action here after the missed free throw. Mateus Case gets the ball over to the hero of the semifinals, Xavier.
Oh, he's
able to hit it.
He saved them in that semifinal. Without that 3 ball, the game was done. He took it into overtime at the buzzer.
And one of the unsung heroes of this Xavier team, Guerrera Erez. Coach McKenzie was raving about his ability to simply just be level-headed, be a rock in the backcourt, and not make any mistakes, which is great for a point guard. Go inside. Dennis with the up and under finish. And right now, Xavier holds a 6-point lead. Pine Ridge answers back. 2:30 left here in the first quarter. Both teams in the bonus. Nathaniel Brown looking to beat his defender off the dribble. Not able that time as the ball goes inside to Dare. No good. And now it is outletted to Nathaniel Brown looking for the foul. No good. Pereira goes to the floater game. That pops in. 2 minutes left here. Pine Ridge stuck 2. Air is just known for his steady dribbling, his good decision making. Has been able to display that all throughout. And here's Dennis with the steal, goes behind the back, finds Justice Salomon. That one's off.
And you could tell there's a lot of tightness. I don't think he should be trying to play through this. In fact, I think he does more, he hurts the team more than he helps when he's hobbling around like this. I understand it's you want to play, it's OFSAA, but this is not going to help the squad whatsoever.
Timeout taken here by Mike McKenzie. Don't go anywhere. This is a tight one.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
And a quick timeout taken there by Xavier, as now they look to convert on the other end, and there's Raheem Dennis again with the up and under finish.
And we've seen him get in the passing lanes here and get a lot of steals for this squad. We've seen him slide in and play help side D and really alter the shots of a lot of teams. Let's see if he could continue to do that here against Pine Ridge.
Here he is again on the break. Tries to find Brown. Brown goes up and under, no good, but a foul will be called on Mateus' case. No, sorry, that was Pereira. Hit on the back. Substitutions come in, and Justice Salmon goes to the bench in a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain. I don't think we'll see him for the rest of the game.
And the focus will be on Nathaniel Brown. I mean, he's tough to guard. He's so crafty. Defenders got to be very careful with him, because even when he's attacking the rim, he's going to find a way to still get his shot off and make contact with you. And Xavier 44-0 on the season against high school teams. Looking to clean up here, get that magic 45 in the championship game.
Off the miss, Nathaniel Brown again goes pump fake to the rim. He'll go right to the free throw line as both teams are over the limit.
And they're looking for the last shot here. Now the count starts as Shaq makes his approach to the defender, to the ball handler.
There he's inside. Nice pass to Vickers,
Well
who
executed.
finishes with the layup. And that will be the end of the first quarter, as Pine Ridge now trails Xavier by 5 heading into the second. Let's see if the Pumas could string together another run.
Point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
And we're back here at the championship game in Windsor at Kennedy High School. This is for the AAA Boys Basketball Championship, as we've got Pine Ridge and Xavier going to war. Xavier right now holds a slim 5-point lead as Nathaniel Brown's pass somehow finds Vickers on the bounce, and he gets the easy layup. Now, Eli, as the high school seasons are coming to an end, what are some of the things that you've learned, you've witnessed, and some of the things that you want to share about the entire scene?
Man, it's been an absolute pleasure this season. Just the infrastructure of the game in Canada steadily growing. And, you know, we're at AAA OFSAA right now. There used to be a Quad A. Well, now the new age Quad A is the prep scene in Canada. We just finished the National Preparatory Association Championship, which is comprised of teams from all over Canada. One of the most amazing events I've ever been a part of. Kids are grabbing scholarships at the NCAA level. NCAA teams were in attendance. OUA teams were in attendance, and guys are getting exposure. On this level now, to be able to come here and to provide that to these guys on another level, it's a beautiful thing. Now, when we talk about prospects, here on this very floor right now, we got Shaquille Price, Mateus Case, again, a national team member, and I'm still waiting to see more out of Mateus. I want more out of Mateus. He's too good to just settle on the defensive end. And then you got Nathaniel Brown. These three together are next level players. We'll be playing collegiately one way or another, whether it's starting off at the JUCO route, whether it's going straight to the NCAA or U Sports. Now, what we're seeing as a whole is more depth because the identification process is starting at a younger age. So from my perspective at least, I get to travel across all of Canada and hit every major market on the national circuit. So we host an exposure circuit that goes all across Canada. For those who are watching and are interested in getting their name out there, getting on the scene and learning about what it takes to get to the next level and the steps needed, I highly suggest visit showcase.northpolehoops.com. I'm sure you've seen the commercials at this point. All in all, Nick, the infrastructure is changing. We're about to switch gears. We're going to finish up on the high school scene here, and then we're going to go straight into AAU, and right after that into the national team program. And it doesn't stop all year long.
Basketball never sleeps. It's great. As we continue to track these great young athletes, and as we see Mateus Case, a former MPH Showcase alum, going to work there, misses on the jumper. We have Ares coming inside with the one-footed step-back jumper, no good.
And Mateus is the only player on the floor right now with an NCAA offer. He's got an offer from Canisius just right across the border, who, by the way, is killing it in their conference. I mean, he's got a lot of Canadian talent, and they're going to continue to do it. I think it's the neighboring, I personally think the neighboring NCAA programs are sleeping on the biggest market in the world next to the U.S. There's nobody producing as much talent by ratio, by population, as Canada is.
Shaq Price, who just hit a three, that one won't count as there's a foul. And speaking on Canisius, they actually offered 2 players at the MPA.
That's you're talking about this past week?
Yes.
Who did they offer?
They offered Moonreath.
Oh, excellent.
And they offered Lual Akot.
Perfect. And Lual is another player that he currently has one from Old Dominion as well as Tulane. He picked up that Tulane offer back in early winter when we were in Ottawa. And you've heard, I'm sure, of Cassius Robertson. He started off at Canisius, did 4 years there, and now he's at Missouri, averaging big numbers.
Especially from behind the arc, dead-eye shooter. As Pine Ridge looking to get to their dead-eye shooter, it's been this guy, Price. He's been absolutely on fire. We can't forget about the 2 huge threes he hit against St. Mike's as the balls worked around, eventually finding Jerry Mercury, who was Mr. Fourth Quarter for Pine Ridge against St. Mike's. He answers there and makes it a 2-point game. Nathaniel Brown being harassed by Hall right now. Brown looking for an option, gets it to Aries. Aries looking, finds Dennis, who goes inside. Tough take, takes a tip shot there, which doesn't go as well. Price will get it over to Hall, back to Price. Nice pump fake, finds Pine Ridge player inside in number 10, Josiah Deere. However, he travels, being bumped off the ball by Jerry Mercury. And we got a tie ball game here, folks. Pine Ridge has now evened out the score, 31-31. Let's see how Xavier responds.
And defense in transition for Xavier sleeping. A lot of guys slipping behind them. And if you let Pine Ridge get out in the open floor and get those easy buckets, you're going to be in trouble.
Nathaniel Brown misses again as Price, another great pass into Mercury, who can't finish. There's Deere trying to go back up. He gets blocked. Price inside. There's a strip on Darnell Petty, but a foul called on number 15, Raheem Dennis.
A lot of Xavier faithful here in the stands. You can see them wearing the scarves. And I remember when I was in high school, Xavier was a big-time powerhouse. They used to be one of the toughest teams to play out of the Peel region. Them and Father Gates.
With the Andrew Nicholsons of the world, David Tyndales. As we go inside again, and I really like what I've seen out of Vickers here in the semifinals and finals. Just a guy that's been able to consistently finish in the lane, consistently finish in traffic, and also get to the free throw line for Xavier, who, I can't stress this enough, are missing Justice Salmon, who had a pretty bad fall and hasn't really been the same player that we've seen prior to these last two games. Violation called there will be Pine Ridge ball, as Miles Hall and Joseph Parker playing back and forth with the ball, eventually gets back to Hall, finds Parker, he misses, tip back missed, and there's Mercury again, who's been extremely active and extremely effective for Pine Ridge. However, steps out of bounds. It'll be Xavier ball. There's 2:30 left here in the second quarter. Both teams have 3 fouls apiece. And speaking a little bit on Xavier, geographically where they're placed in Mississauga, it's a great area and very accessible right off of Huron, Ontario.
Absolutely. I mean, you got the QEW right down the street, down Huron, Ontario. You got the 401 going the other way, 403 all close. Square One is right there, highly populated area. So you're going to have, year in, year out, you're going to have talent. And Mississauga, by the way, the top producer. You look at the NBA, you look at the NCAA, it's Brampton and Mississauga. No other city is producing more talent than those two out of Canada.
And on the flip side, you have Pine Ridge, who have just been consistent. 6 LASA titles in a row, and a huge part of it has to do with their incredible coaching staff of guys that are, and obviously we've got Coach Neckers, we got Coach Biffin, and also Cedric Carter, who have done a great job as we get back into action here. And number 23, Petty, goes and 1 for Pine Ridge's first lead of the game. And the back and forth affair continues as Petty goes inside. Great strip by Brown. He's going to challenge him at the rim, but there's no Pine Ridge defenders running back. Easy putback there by Vickers, and they have a 1-point lead. Minute left here in the first half.
And it's a good strip by Brown on that possession, but if you're a player that's on the break, you want to keep in mind, and I'm sure he'll look back at this and kind of change his mindset. You have momentum going your way and you're going coast to coast. Do not look back. Do not take away from your momentum going in one direction.
Josiah Dare makes the layup there, pushes Pine Ridge up again inside. Nice floater by number 21, Mark Visosho.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Vichoso.
Vichoso. as he gets the ball from Ares, who's been calm, steady, and productive. Xavier now has the 1-point lead. Pine Ridge, there's about 12 seconds left here. They score. Nathaniel Brown will try to go coast to coast as he tiptoes the sideline, gets it poked out, gets it back, three-pointer up, no good. And that shot will count if it goes, but just grazes the rim off the backboard, no good. And now we head into the second half with Pine Ridge leading by 1. Stick and stay with North Pole Hoops for the finale of this game.
I'm Alex Simonovich, and I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops. We got 3 minutes. Okay. Guys went through the legs. Oh, we definitely getting this W. Definitely getting this W.
I don't care what the score is. I don't care what's happening out there. I want you to compete every single possession.
We got to get stops. Let's get stops and win this game. Let's go. It's our game.
And transition. Right, game speaks out there.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Game speaks. Doesn't matter. What, big guy?
The one that you got last time.
Like 100?
Yeah.
I'll be taking bare charges. He's gonna be driving like, bye. Oh yeah! Oh, one more! Easy. It's not you down. You tripping. High ball. We're good, we'll let him shoot. You're fine, baby. Okay, you take. Hey, you got here. You got here. Boy, push. No. Bang out. Hey. Oh, damn. Can't be passing like that. Knock down. Ooh. He needs a screen. He needs one. Back. I'm good. He's going nowhere. No. Hey! D up. He can't go. He got nothing. Yeah. That's a foul. Miss. Come on. He ain't falling his own. Wait. Too easy. What got us back in this game was defense and pushing. That's what we gotta keep doing. We gotta keep getting stops and pushing. And if they have a wide open lip, foul them. They don't get one free throw. Watch my guy, corner. Oh, get that shit out. Give me the post. Oh, come on. You know I'm getting this board. Oh, I told you. Damn. Push in the back. Would have had that board.
Good foul, yo. That's sweet, bro. Showcase me.
That's cool. I'm playing ball, bro. Let's bring energy. Let's go. Shoot it. There you go. Automatic. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, hit that. Oh, knock down. Oh, boom time. Oh, yay. Yeah, he can't guard you. Knock down. Good game, guys. Yeah.
Except NPH. Leaders in Canadian basketball.
Hey, it's Xavier at the Quebec NPH Showcase. I'm mic'd up.
If we have a 2-on-0, I'm sending you off the court.
Alright.
But you have to call for it because I don't know if you want it.
Well, if it's like really open, just give it to me and I'll just try to win it. Foul! Hey! 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 Oh, wait! Nice. I got yours, I got yours. Watch, watch, watch. Up, up, up. Up, up. What are you doing, bro? Like, we need more movement, yeah. Like, you see the other team on defense, you have a hard time covering them because they're moving.
But the thing is, we gotta box out.
Yeah, true.
Toi, t'es là. No! Beat him!
Okay.
Beat him!
Alright.
Beat him and then create something. Alright?
Alright. Hey! Flash, let me out, boy. Let's go, boy. Right here. Foul, add one. Let's go, boy.
He can do that? He can do that?
Run, Ben, run!
Coming all the way from Windsor, Ontario, take home MVP Galdo Tutu.
Shit is timeless. It's what happens, you make shit is timeless.
I'm Alex Simonovich, and I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops. Got 3 minutes. Okay. This guy just went through the legs. Oh, we definitely getting this W. Definitely getting this W.
I don't care what the score is. I don't care what's happening out there. I want you to compete every single possession.
We got to get stops. Let's get stops and win this game. Let's go. It's our game.
And transition. All right, game speaks out there.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Game speaks. Doesn't matter. What, big guy?
The one that you're guarding last time.
Like 100?
Yeah.
I'll be taking bare charges. He's gonna be driving like, bye. Oh yeah! Oh, one more! Easy. It's not you down. You tripping. High ball.
And we're back here at the boys AAA basketball championship for OFSAA. Right now we have Pine Ridge in front by 1 point as we are getting ready to continue play. It'll be Xavier ball coming in. For Xavier, leading scorers are Nathaniel Brown with 7 points. And Mark, I know I got roasted on this on the comments section. Vicioso is what I was told with 8 points. On the other end, we're looking at Pine Ridge. Shaquille Price has 13 points. Elias, tell me what you've seen from both teams and what adjustments they have to make going forward, as it's still anybody's game at this point.
I think the biggest thing for Xavier right now is their transition defense. They got to make sure they're not falling asleep when the ball's going the other way. From an offensive standpoint, Pine Ridge wants to run and gun. They don't want to wait for you to set up and then have to run sets. They want to take advantage of that, so you can't sleep on D if you're Xavier. On the other side, I mean, Shaq's going to have his way. 13 points in the first half. He's en route to 26, maybe more. He usually has better second halves, so probably more will end up with more than 26 if his role here is to score in the second half.
As we see Pine Ridge taking a bad shot there. However, the offensive rebound goes right to number 23, Darnell Petty, who then puts it in, and the foul. Shot goes up, no good, and number 15, the unsung hero for Xavier, Raheem Dennis, gets the board. Bringing it up, he gets it over to Eris. Eris looking for his options, goes baseline, keeps the dribble alive, over to Dennis, who takes the three, no good, front rims it. The ball now makes its way over to Mateus Case, who's looking to be more aggressive now, goes inside, floater, and they put it in. They've now built, Pine Ridge has now built a 4-point lead. Xavier not getting anything easy here as Nathaniel Brown has been harassed by multiple defenders. Goes to the step back three, tough shot. Price with the outlet pass gets deflected out of bounds by Aries. Will be Pine Ridge ball.
And the defense now, when guys play in a man-to-man D, there's a lot of prospects that play, man, there's like a fake defense. You're standing in front of your man, but if you're just standing there with both toes facing the same way and you're allowing the ball handler to decide which way he wants to go, that's not defense. That's just you being the shadow. Now we got Xavier calling a timeout here as the lead gets pushed to 6. And right now, they need to find a way to score, and they need to start playing some defense.
It's been a big offensive rebounding party so far here in the second half for Pine Ridge that have simply out-hustled Xavier.
And I think there's a little more depth on that squad. They can afford to take a couple substitutions. They can afford to get another couple of people in the game to give their starters a break.
And on the other end, Xavier, like we can't say this enough, Justice Salmon, one of their best players, big on the boards. He'll give you defensive rebounds, he'll give you offensive rebounds, and a little bit of scoring. I'd say 10 to 15 points a game, not playing. Other guys have to step up as Xavier is now in trouble of letting this thing get out of hand, as the ball is tipped out of bounds by Pereira.
And you got to be careful on the entry pass. The receiver here needs to seal and make sure that if the defender's going to get that ball, he's going to make sure that he goes over your back. You got to protect that ball.
Raheem Dennis, that was very lucky for Xavier, as Mr. Vickers again finishes inside, plus the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for one. Vickers has been an absolute beast in the paint, finishing with both hands on either side as well. He's had multiple and one opportunities and was pivotal in Xavier's win over Cathedral. The lead has now been trimmed in half from 6 to 3 on the three-point play as Mateus Case gets it over to Shaquille Price, splits the double team, takes the shot, follows his own shot, and now has the offensive rebound, swinging it over to Pereira for the three. No good. Dare gets the offensive rebound, and it eventually finds its way to Mateus Case, but he misses the three. Pereira goes slamming into the chair and everything else in his way, trying to get that offensive rebound. Great hustle from Pereira.
An interesting fact about Pine Ridge here, in order to get to this finals, they had to beat out St. Mike's, who they had previously lost to 7 times in a row. And they were frustrated, and they thought that it was headed back in that direction when St. Mike's had a 7-point lead with 2 minutes to go. But these Pumas were not having it. I remember them screaming, "We are not going home right now."
As they continue to attack there on the transitional, and there's going to be a tie-up. They continue to attack in transition as number 23, Darnell Petty, finishes with the left-handed layup. The lead has now gone back up to 5. Jump ball, gets it back over to Pine Ridge. Mateus Case attacks inside. Nice pass to Petty. Petty on the pass off. That's going to be called a charge. The ball will go over to Xavier. Aris now has the ball, bringing it up, trying to get Xavier into their offense as he goes with the one-footed fadeaway jumper, and Aris has just been that guy for them. When you need something, he's often has his hand in the cookie jar, whether it be on the pass, the steal, the rebound, or scoring himself. He makes big plays. Good rebound inside by Vichoso as it comes out to Nathaniel Brown. He breaks the double team, tries the bounce pass. It'll be a kick ball as Shaq Price could not get down fast enough, booting it to himself, and it is now Xavier basketball. Substitutions will come in as Nathaniel Joseph Parker takes off number 10, Josiah Dare, who will take a quick breather.
Going to be a down-to-the-wire game, it seems.
Ayers takes the three, no good. Dichoso battling in there. However, Mateus Case gets it, comes back out to Parker. He looks inside to Pereira, who is hacked and fouled by Vickers, and he'll go to the line for 2. It seems as if Pine Ridge's off-ball movement, they're just quicker to the ball right now than Xavier is.
Lead back to 4 here as the first free throw goes down.
Second one up and good for Pereira.
We're halfway through the third, just hit the 4-minute mark.
Nathaniel Brown has had multiple defenders on him at all times, giving him different looks, fresh bodies, and he just hasn't been able to find anything. And the blocking foul will be called on number 15, Raheem Dennis.
And I like what Pine Ridge has done here defensively. They've thrown another Nathaniel on Nathaniel Brown of Xavier, and that is Nathaniel Parker, if I'm not mistaken, Joseph Parker. And he's a role player. He's one of their best defenders. What they're going to do is they're going to just try to tire out Brown. And that's a good look because the last shot that Brown got up was definitely forced.
And it's not the shots that Nathaniel Brown can't hit, but it's definitely the shots you want him taking if you're Pine Ridge. He's still very capable of making those type of jumpers.
Oh yeah, we've seen him do it time and time again in the previous game that got them here.
As Jerry Mercury, another unsung hero for Pine Ridge, goes up and he nails 2, and now the lead has ballooned to 7.
And I said this earlier in a tweet, and I'm going to say it again here live. Shaq Price is the best player here at OFSAA. There's nobody that brings as complete of a package as he does. You look at his leadership. There's been so many times where his teams could have picked up technical fouls, and he stopped them from happening. He went and grabbed guys by the jerseys and told them what to do. He balances the floor. He plays defense at a high level. He scores. He distributes. This kid is a complete package. Watch after this summer, once he's added muscle mass, how dangerous this guy's going to be.
Nathaniel Brown turns it over, but Mateus Case gives it right back to him. Tough pass.
And even there, right idea, making the run. Making that run in going the other way. Now the pass needed to just wait up and wait to get everybody up the floor, and Pine Ridge sets up in the half court.
And if you can see on your screen
Look at that. He's asking the bench to get loud.
Definitely looking to get that second wind. And if you look on your screen, number 22, Justice Salmon, has come back into the game. Hobbled a little bit by the back injury as Vickers picks up the personal foul on the charge.
I'm just going to stay focused on Price here because he just got that ball back for them. He made that charge happen. And he's ranked top 30 by North Pole Hoops in the 2019 class. And to be honest, if he continues to elevate his game the way that he has and takes care of what he's supposed to take care of in this offseason, which is physical development, I can see him climbing the charts yet again.
Mateus Case inside, met by Justice Salmon. Does not get the layup to go. And on the other end, transitionally, Xavier trying to push. However, it's deflected out of bounds. They'll get it underneath as Mateus Case comes off for number 5, Miles Hall. And if you're Nathaniel Charles, you better be strong with the ball around Shaq Price.
And Coach McKenzie's not happy about that. For me, I don't want Charles handling the ball on the perimeter. He's just not there yet. He's too upright right now, and it doesn't protect the ball. He does a good job rebounding and defending, and in this game, that's what they need him to do. If he could get a couple of cleanup points around the hoop, then hey, the more the merrier. Back at it, Shaq Price. Let's just stick on him, man.
Shaq Price definitely building some rapport here with the Windsor faithful as they are cheering on for him as the ball gets swung over to Nathan Charles, who makes the three-pointer, correcting the mistake from before after the turnover. Ball's back to Shaq Price. Let's see what he does.
Penetration dish game. Good
and
look.
Miles Hall comes in on the weak side. Cleanup crew gets the 2 points for Pine Ridge. And inside is Vickers, finishes with the right hand on the left-handed finish. Inside, Shaq Price, another three, no good. Justice Selman with the rebound. Aries for three, nope. That's going to be a push in the back by number 23, Nathan Charles. Sorry, number 11, Tyrell Vickers. Price again, great entry feed inside, no finish. However, Pereira with the rebound. Looked like a foul, no call. And with less than a minute left in the third quarter, Pine Ridge is up 9. Nathaniel Brown calling for a screen. Let's see if he could get something going. Heading into the fourth, no good. Aris, he's done a lot of his damage inside off of one-footed finishes, especially with the fadeaway a la Dirk Nowitzki.
And they need him to step up right now because Pine Ridge is zoomed in. They've watched game film. That's one of the advantages of having a stream. You study your opponent. So they know Nathaniel Brown is their leading scorer and their main guy. And they've done a good job of containing him.
Now the double team comes. No one on Xavier's team let them know that it was coming, and Pereira almost banks in the half-court shot as we head into the fourth quarter. Championship quarter here. Pine Ridge up 9. Let's see if Xavier has what it takes to come back. Back here with Xavier turning over the ball again. Shaq Price inside, finishes left hand, no problem, over top of Charles. Another easy finish, and Xavier will call a very quick timeout here. Down 13, it looks like Pine Ridge is starting to run away with it.
25 seconds into the fourth quarter and a quick timeout.
If you're Xavier here, what are the type of things that you want to capitalize? What do you see that they can attack on Pine Ridge's defense?
I don't think there's a lot of gaps in the defense here for Pine Ridge, but you got to get them to move off the ball. You got to get your players moving off the ball in order for the defense to move in order for gaps to open up. It's not swinging enough because Nathaniel's hanging on to it, but then you see a little bit of a lack of trust in his teammates in getting it out to them and having them operate off the dribble, and I think that's all in the past right now. He needs his teammates, and clearly Brown's starting the rest of this quarter here, so coming out of this timeout, he's on the bench. Let's see what these guys can get done without him. We've had Dennis, who's contributed in major ways on the defensive end, went coast to coast a couple of times. You got different guys that need to be productive right now.
And right off the press, looks like they have some options as Tyrell Vickers throws it away. However, it's Dennis with the great hustle back inside. He wants to go up, and it goes right off his leg, out of bounds. Pine Ridge ball. As Miles Hall now gets it inside to Joseph. It's a nice pull-up jumper, no good. And Vickers trying to get it, tipped out of bounds. And there has been absolutely nothing easy for Xavier. Every leak-out pass, every fast break play, anything that looks like is going to be easy for them to score. And there's a hand in the lane, a tip pass, good defense. Hasn't been an easy go here in the second half at all.
Biggest lead of the game belongs to Pine Ridge right now, 11 points. Winding down just past the 7-minute mark.
Shots up, no good. As it now goes over to Dennis, he's going to go all the way and finish with a nice scoop layup. But it's on this end. Let's see if Xavier could string together a couple of stops. As I'm looking at the timeout situation, they've got 2 left while Pine Ridge still has 5. No reset on the shot clock, and Pereira hits another 3, and the end is looking inevitable here, as with 6 minutes left, Xavier just has not been able.
I've seen crazier things, Nick. This is still early. You're a Mississauga man. You shouldn't be giving up this early on Xavier. Come on now.
Although Mississauga is in my heart, I feel like Pine Ridge is in between my ears.
Fair enough.
Dennis goes inside, finishes with the easy layup. It's now a 10-point lead as the Pumas bring it up the court. And Jerry Mercury goes inside, left-handed finish, no good. And Nathan Charles comes up with a nice swing pass. That's going to be a charge. And who else? Shaquille Price.
Can't say that I agree with that particular call, but you know, both guys are on the move, and hey, the ref's got the better advantage than me. He's right there, so call is the call.
Price has 18 points in the game. Leading scorer. And I believe that's his second charge, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. That's right. Not afraid to take the contact. Not afraid to sacrifice for his team. A lot of off-ball movement here for Pine Ridge, and that's what allows them to keep their flow in their offense. They get a lot of good looks at open shots.
Shots up, no good. Aries with the rebound, gets it over to Vicoso. He goes up and in. Xavier has now cut it back down to single digits.
And taking a page out of Pine Ridge's book, didn't, off the defensive board there, didn't let Pine Ridge set up, went coast to coast to get that bucket.
Nice rebound there by Charles.
Same thing here again, looking to push. This is a good game plan here by Xavier.
And Vicoso has become the floating champion as he's able to just put it up and in over any type of defensive pressure. As the lead now trims to 6. Price, can he answer? No. Rebound is up. Charles, nice pass, but it cannot be handled by Vicoso, and that's an easy one for Pereira. That hurts.
Ooh,
Brown.
Sweet move by Brown.
Nifty with the crossover and then goes to the wrong-sided finish. A term that I've stolen from our dear friend, Coach Tyndale. Wrong foot, wrong hand finish.
That was a deep bomb.
Price.
Shaquille Price, he's feeling himself.
And Mateus Kate goes and one here.
Mateus trying to close the case. 3.5 minutes. 70-62. Pine Ridge. Let's see if Case can extend this lead.
Free throw is up and in. Substitutions will come in.
and 9 players for Pine Ridge have now stepped into the game as a whole. Whereas on the other side, Xavier has not gone that deep, no more than 7.
And as the game gets closer to the end, you know the neutral Windsor crowd will always go for a good upset. So Xavier will definitely have the crowd in their favor as Nathaniel Brown misses another jumper. Timeout called here by Xavier. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Final 3:12 left of your OFSAA championship. And we're back here at Kennedy High School in Windsor. Nathaniel Brown looking for some options. Xavier also looking for some options. 3-pointers wouldn't be bad, and a couple stops. They could get back into this one. It's only a 9-point game as Charles will take the 3 and make it. He's been on fire here in the finals.
Hey, didn't you say that this one was over a little while ago? Are you jumping back on the Mississauga bandwagon?
No,
Mississauga, stand up!
Not at all, not at all. It's always a game until the final buzzer. Here comes Pereira, nice pump fake with the jumper, no good. And there's Aris with the rebound. I feel like they have to find Charles here. What a pass by Brown. Charles for the 3, and you can't ask for a much better look than that.
And we'll stick around during this timeout. Pine Ridge coach Necker's not happy with what he's seeing right now on closeouts. Xavier getting some shots off, and they've been switching it up quite a bit. You've seen them grab defensive boards and push in transition, finish on the other end, not letting Pine Ridge set up their defense. And then in the half-court set, we've had 2 triples from the corners. This lead now down to just 6. And they found themselves on the, Pine Ridge had themselves on the other side of the page yesterday. Was it this morning or yesterday? I'm losing my mind.
This morning.
Against St. Mike's. Let's see what they come out of this timeout with.
As of right now, I feel that Pine Ridge has been able to really capitalize on their second chance points. Their initial shots are not falling, but it's that second effort, that third effort, that fourth effort where Pine Ridge has been able to score the ball. So if Xavier is able to rebound, they can kind of creep back into this game as Price, looking for an option, gets it over to Case, top of the key.
Almost got himself a 5-second call. He would have used another timeout before getting that. Shaq, very aware and high IQ guy.
Definitely, and there's a great rebound. They go inside, no good. Again, it looked like an easy finish, but just not meant to be, and Mateus Case puts it up. Nathaniel, and inside, there's Vickers making up for the layup he just missed. It's a 4-point game. We're under 2 minutes here. Shaq gets it over to Case, gets it over to Deere. Can't leave that guy open. There's Aris, comes back up with the rebound, takes it over to Brown. Can he hit one? Oh, it hits every part of the rim and does not go in. It's a jump ball. And to my knowledge, it'll be Xavier ball. No, it's actually going to be Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge will have the ball here. The 4-point game. Xavier have not lost a game all season. Not looking to start that trend now as Pereira puts up the 3. Charles gets the rebound. Nice pass out to Brown, and he misses the gimme. It's been a tough one for Nathaniel Brown, and that really hurts as he goes in, tries to get the steal. Price controlling the pace here now. He'll definitely take it all the way down. There's 18 seconds left here on the shot clock. Almost a travel. Deer inside with the floater.
Very good cut. Very good cut away from the ball there.
6-point game here. If you're Xavier, you're thinking 3-pointers at this point. Aris looking for Brown. They go on the elevator screen. Can't get around anyone. He goes in! One with the finish. Floater in the lane. And we've got ourselves a game here.
Nathaniel Brown upset at himself for the previous one. Missed an easy one, but he's going to make up for it here. Now just a 3-point game. The shot clock, 2-second difference.
Oh, and it looked like a travel.
Almost a travel. He did not travel. Almost a travel.
No call there. Shaq, I don't know what Xavier's doing. They have to foul. There isn't that much of a discrepancy.
Got to try to go for the steal first.
You got to get the steal.
There should be a count here.
Dare, I don't know why he's shooting it. Oh wait, I do know why he's shooting it. Ice in his veins. Mr. Josiah Dare has done it all over, and Nathaniel Brown goes inside, almost gets the and one. Josiah Dare, number 10.
And they're celebrating right now, and man, I don't think it's safe. I've seen crazier things happen. It is not time to celebrate yet. Wait until it hits 0-0.
Very confusing as to why Xavier didn't foul there.
And
or
foul
at least
early.
go for the steal early, in the backcourt. Daniel Brown calmly steps up, hits one. Hits the other one.
Four-point game, 4 seconds to go. I mean, we're looking for a steal and a 4-point play here, essentially.
Yes. And just checking the score here, both free throws were hit, so it should be 73 for Xavier. Nope. My apologies.
Yeah, I think
Score
it was,
is right.
It was 76-70, and he hit the 2 free throws.
And when you hear about that 44-0 record, you kind of start to see that Xavier, maybe they haven't been in that many close games. So that end of the fourth quarter situation, there wasn't much execution, as we both agree they should have gone for the foul or the steal at least.
No discrepancy there.
And here you have it, Pine Ridge. Take your AAA OFSAA championship, and we'll let the celebrations take it from here.
And stick around with us for the celebration here and the medal ceremony. We'll take a short break and then return for the medal ceremony.
Extremely confident young man. He just thinks he can go by you and score at will. Here he goes again. He just thinks he just thinks, there he goes. I'm telling you, he just thinks he can score anytime he wants. And he's willing to pay the price. He's willing to play the defense. He's willing to play the offense. He's willing to challenge. He's willing to compete.
Nuga here on the attack. AKA Russell Westbrook. Tough shot there. Michael Nuga handling it. 3 ball.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. Ring it up.
Oh, here goes Nuga.